Nigeria can have a proper idea of cost, and there could be proper costing of projects in our nation. So I think, sir, I want to submit that this bill is one bill that deserves the support of all of us. I do not think there is anybody who will want to oppose having a corporation that will aim at harnessing the potentials in mineral resources. More importantly, there is hardly any state that is not blessed. I think for those of us from the northern region, we are even more, I want to assume we have more solid mineral resources in the northern region of Nigeria than in the south. I stand to be corrected, and I'm not playing politics about that. We don't have oil much in the north, but we have solid minerals that could rival, if not surpass, even oil in the oil today in this country. So, Mr. Chairman, I support this bill, and I wish all our colleagues, and indeed our guests who are here, very fruitful deliberation.
I want to start by commending the 9th National Assembly, and specifically the Senate Committee on Mines and State Development and Metallurgy for the cordial relationship with the executive arm and the ministry in particular. My appearance at this public hearing today lent credence to mutual understanding that has been in existence between the ministry and the legislators in articulating this private bill to strengthen the mineral sector. Furthermore, I want to thank Mr. President for having the vision to use our ministry as one of the key ministries for the diversification of the sector of the economy to drive the country out of a monopoly economy. I'm aware that a proposal has been compiled by the Honorable Minister and sent to the Senate. I tried to lay hand on a copy because I got news of this over the weekend, but I could not lay hand on the copy. So I believe the Senate already has a copy of the submission of the ministry on all the bills being presented here today. For me, I want to start by saying something about the Nigerian Mineral Development Corporation. However, before I say something, it's very important for us to understand that there is still an issue between the Mineral Act and the Land Use Act that I believe that the senators should lay clear understanding as to those two issues that currently the ministry is fighting with the state governors. It's very, very important that we must clear that. And I know that what the ministry has done is to look at, in aggregate, collectively, all the existing laws and see where there's an interwoven or relationship between these laws and the new bills to be established so that we can harmonize them and have a one clear vision as to the way forward. Someone has said something here before. There was the Nigerian Mining Corporation, there was the Nigerian Coal Corporation. These were corporations established for the purpose of strengthening the existence of minerals and production of minerals in Nigeria. But they've gone bonkers today. They are all under BPE. However, for me, one thing that is of essence in the Nigerian Mineral Development Corporation bill is having a regulatory and administrative framework that is solid, that will ensure continuity and sustainability. Those two key words, very important. Continuity and sustainability. Because it's not about qualification. It's about a man that has character and content to run the establishment. If we can get people with content and character, today we don't have Nigerian Airways. Today we don't have Nigerian Shipping Company. All the agencies are gone bonkers. They were run by professionals with qualification, but no content and no character. That is the key thing that we need in establishing who runs the corporation. It's not about somebody coming to speak grammar. Grammar is good, but it doesn't solve the sustainability of the institution. That is, on that note, I want to say that the ministry is in full support, and we have sent in our recommendation as to how we can collaborate with the existing regulations to see that the bill is not involved in mining. If it is just artisanal mining, there's no way it will be included in a solid mineral development commission. It can't work. It is not by identifying that you have a mineral. No, it cannot be. It has to be production, so that we establish the difference between, yes, I have minerals, next is that I'm producing mineral. They have to be clear-cut as to that. Like I said, we have submitted our position to the Senate committee. The proposed bills are critical to the development of the mineral sector, but if I'm allowed time to make further submission, I think I would like to add more submissions to the effect of those bills in the next, if given like 2 weeks. Distinguished senators, Mr. Chairman, the issue of illegal mining has become a critical issue that concerns everybody, not just people that work in Ministry of Mines and Steel Development, but it has to cut across every citizen of Nigeria, that we should all be part in solving the problem. Whether you are a member of the executive, you're a member of the parliament, we must be involved in resolving the issue of illegal mining in this country. So that if I'm a senator or I'm a member of the House of Rep, I should look at within my area, I should be involved. I should see that I'm committed, that these illegal miners, we don't need to leave them to be doing illegal mining and carrying out our minerals illegally. So it's the responsibility of everybody. The ministry is doing a lot. The federal government is doing a lot. We have presidential task force, we have our federal mines officers, but we have the latitude and of the land size is so much that these things are done in the remote areas. A few months ago, we had a meeting with all the local governments in Nigeria, where we got a whole lot, most of the local governments to key into this program. It was an eye-opener to most of them. And we want to continue doing this program every other time, not just one of us. Every citizen must be involved in checking the excesses of intruders. So it's very key to the continuity. We're going to have processing plants both for barite, both for gold, both for lead zinc, both for kaolin, but for gold, to establish the downstream sector of mines and steel development, to ensure that we have processes. People don't take out ores out of Nigeria in raw form, but it has to be processed. Within the period, we negotiated and we have started relationship with the Nigerian customs, because nothing goes out of this country without the customs, the knowledge of the customs. Maybe manganese or lead zinc, and they are calling it sand. And that we want to stop. Mr. Chairman, sir, in the Nigerian Development Corporation, Nigerian Mineral Development Corporation, I want us to enlarge the minerals that we have there, so we don't limit ourselves to only few, the 7 minerals. Because we are aware that we have what we call the pegmatite minerals, the lithium, the manganese, and the rest of them. These are minerals of the future. These are minerals that are needed for us to, for the 4th industrial revolution. These are the minerals that are needed. So we need to include more minerals here. We don't need to limit it to only the 7 minerals existing between the National Assembly and the executive, that is the ministry, is so robust that it will help to enlarge the understanding, the minds of Nigerians as to the quantum of resources available in this country. Though, why would she pay royalty? Because God has given her stones to break and sell and put food on her table. So we must look at how to equally classify some of these minerals. And then we need to look at the relationship between the ministry, the state, and the local government. Some of the things proposed have been offered to the state government. We have offered them the opportunity for them to have SPV mining sites. They've been given the opportunity to equally have buying centers involved in the mining sector, so that those that don't believe that we have resources in Nigeria, they will go deeper in their state, inch deeper, further, to see that there are a lot of minerals in most of these states that can help this country. 44 minerals, all in commercial viable quantities, cut across in all the states in Nigeria. So that's why I said it has to be a state with a production company, because if you want to say you want to establish a commission, every state has a mineral, one mineral or the other. So we need to look at it deeply and accurately. On a final note, sir, you said something about the central bank, or my brother Senator Smart Adeyemi said. It's unfortunate they did not believe in us, because if they believe in us, if they support us the way they are supporting agriculture, we will do wonders for this country. This is one ministry that is untapped, unknown, that can change the landscape of our revenue generation. Equally, we need to ask the Ministry of Finance to speed up the export policy on minerals. Very key, very important, because that's the only way we can have all the aggregate operators to partner to ensure that the export of our minerals are recognized and they are part of our trade balances. I want to thank the Ninth Senate once again for the robust relationship over these years and the interest they have in the mining sector. We can't but ask for more support in every area. This is one area there is no research. We have all the schools for research, but nothing is given for research in the mines, in the mining sector. It's one area that when you look at it in terms of budgeting, there's no way you can equate it with contemporaries. We are asking that if we are being supported, if we are given all the support, we will change the landscape of Nigerian.
It takes place, it will be categorized as to what role the state and the federal government will take on soil milling. The federal government has talked so much about diversification. It is a one-stop solution to a lot of problems in getting away from a mono-economy strategy. I believe if NMDC is created, it will provide the needed platform through which the economy, small and artisanal miners will also have a say and participation in this industry. So there are so many other benefits that time may not allow to properly put them. But I'm sure from what you must have heard from the bill, some of you might want to make one or two contributions to guide this committee to present a report that the Senate will accept. So the floor is given to whoever wants to make any contributions, observations on this particular bill.
We've submitted our recommendation on the bill, and the one that is most important to us is representation of women on the board. We all know that there's a UN policy, gender policy, and I believe that the Senate actually are women, they are gender sensitive. But if you go through the bill, there's nothing from the board representation that says that minimum of, the UN policy says 30%, but the bill doesn't reflect that. We have a number of other things in terms of the functions of the corporation, but I will leave it at that you should please look at the bill and ensure that women are ably represented.
I am so impressed about the presentation of the board. And I'm as well very glad to say my salutation and greetings to distinguished Senator Al-Makura, one of the most popular governors in his time, and also one of the most popular senators in his time. I am so impressed about the way and manner he presented his presentation on the bill NMDC. But I'm particularly impressed and moved to come forward and say something about the bill on Solid Mineral Producing Area Development Commission, presented by distinguished Senator Alhaji Yakubu Oseni. When distinguished Senator Smart Adeyemi was talking, he made a remark which I believe every one of us will agree to, that this bill is long overdue. The presenter has a rare wisdom and brain because he is an economist. But myself, I'm moved to talk because I am a youth and I'm particularly concerned with advantage and benefit to youth, which is going to create a very, very ample of vacuum for employment.
I think this is a bill that is long overdue. By the time it comes on board, it will go a long way in making the economy of this country more viable. It will support the diversification agenda of the economy of this. So, sir, Senator, sir, we wish to make our ample contribution when we will be heard and be felt physically and in the paper presentation.